Hello, this is Tracy at TierraCast, and we have a fun project to show you today using our animal-themed EuroBeads and square knot macrame. We came up with this collection of bracelets, all using different colors and different animals, and we thought it could be a great project for kids to do as a group, maybe for a birthday party or a summer sleepover. I'm going to use one of our elephant beads and some 1.5 millimeter satin cord. We need one 48-inch strand and two 18 to 20-inch strands. And we'll also need two additional beads, something colorful like these 10 millimeter glass pony beads. And they need to have holes large enough to fit over the cord. And we'll also need some scissors and glue for later. I'm going to start by clipping one of the shorter strands of cord to a board, leaving about a 5-inch tail. I like to go ahead and string the beads that I'm going to be using right on this strand. We call this the filler or core strand. I like to go ahead and string my beads on and then anchor the cord to my board with a piece of tape. That keeps some tension on the cord and keeps my beads right here handy. The next thing I'm going to do is take my 48-inch strand of cord and center that underneath the core strand and just tie that on with an overhand knot. We'll call these our working strands, and we're going to use them to tie our square knots. And when I'm tying square knots, I like to use the under, over, through mantra. Each time you do this, it's a half knot, and two of those, one on each side, equals a square knot. So again, under, over, and through. Now if you lose track of where you are in your knotting and forget which side you're supposed to be starting your knot with, just look at your last knot, and the cord that is vertical in your last knot means you start your next knot on the opposite side. So under, over, and through. And I'm going to continue this section until I have a total of 8 knots. And once I've completed my 8 knots, I'm going to slide my first bead up and continue with 3 more knots. Slide my next bead up and 3 more. After I've slid my final bead up, I'm going to do 8 final knots. Well, once we've completed our last 8 knots, I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the knot and trim the cords off close. Now we'll use the same technique to create a sliding closure knot. We're going to curve our bracelet into a circle, and these overlapped cords will be our core strand. So I'm going to clip it to the board and use the second 18-inch piece of cord as our working strands. I'll center that or anchor that to the core strands with an overhand knot just like before. And continue making square knots. I'm going to make 8 for this one too. I've finished my slider knot, and I've added a little bit of glue and trimmed off the ends. Now we need to adjust the bracelet for fit. To adjust the bracelet, to loosen it, you just pull on the sides of the bracelet. And to tighten it, you pull on the ends of the cords. I want to make sure that it will fit over the widest part of my hand. And then I'm going to make an overhand knot in the end of the cord right next to the sliding knot. And again, I'm going to add a little bit of glue to that knot. Repeat that on the other side. And trim the ends of your cords. And there you go. Be sure and visit our website so you can see our entire catalog and other project ideas. And thank you. We'll see you next time.